Okay, let's do this thing. Timer starts, and we're on. Hey, good morning, Paul. Ella, thank you. Likewise. Thanks for joining. Good luck with your programming. See you in tomorrow morning, I guess. Good luck. So I'm seeing today like some sort of wizard. So that's what I'm gonna try to pursue. Maybe it doesn't need to be like a human. Maybe it can have those more like animal type legs. But I was also thinking when I was starting to push the paint the silhouette, and I got the idea, some metal in there would be cool. So let's see where that takes me. Maybe I want to do fantasy, but play with the theme. Let's do maybe some weird robot wizard, but fantasy, if that's possible. Anyways, I don't want to repaint too much, so I'm just gonna go with it. So we had a crazy flash flood yesterday. It was hilarious. Went out with my son into the park, and it started to kind of trickle, right? A little bit of raindrop here and there. But I thought, yeah, that's great. Just go to the park and we head home when it starts to rain a little bit more. So I went to the park, and just less and less sun on the sky and more dark, like dooming clouds, right? And I just kept sitting there. It hadn't started raining yet, so I was sitting and sketching some. Uh, my wife called and said, "Oh, we're at the door to the home." And she doesn't have any keys. So I said, "Oh, come to the park," So I thought we'll just hang in the park a bit. She was coming with my daughter, and so I just thought, we can just hang in the park until it starts to rain more, because it had stopped more or less at that time, to that point. So we were sitting there, but my wife said, like, oh, she beat the rain. She like on purpose went fast, with the kid on the bike so that she wouldn't be in the rain. And she wanted to get back. So I said, all right, then let's go back. So we started walking. As soon as we started walking, more or less the sky opened up and just completely soaked us in a matter of 5 seconds. And everyone just started screaming and bolting like out of the park. And it's a 2-minute run, maybe, at best. It's not far to the home. But when we got to the door, everything was completely soaked. It was like nothing dry. It was hilarious. Complete destruction. And then later on, people shared videos and photos around the city, and it was just like instant flash flood everywhere. And that park that we had been in was completely flooded, with good 10 centimeters of snow, rain. It was hilarious. It was crazy. It was just instant rain slammed down. Kind of want to give him a square-ish silhouette. I think that would be cool, as he is a sci-fi robot. But maybe he has like a jagged edge. That would be cool. If he's a wizard, he needs some like daggers, right? As he's performing rituals with. That eraser's a bit too hard. Don't want to go into too much detail. I still want to keep it kind of experimental. So let's maybe add some ornaments to the metal. The general idea, like what I'm going for, is this sci-fi wizard, right? But no, fantasy wizard. But I want to give it a weird twist. Almost like it's a robot, but it's not a robot. just want to kind of hint function in the shoulders there, so it doesn't feel weird that he needs to be able to move his arms, right? Oh, cool, Lazarus the second. Uh, Glad that you could make it. Yeah, yeah. Update YouTube account once a week, on usually on Fridays. I upload the whole weeks of these live sessions. But yeah, cool that you could make it. Welcome and thank you. It's fun, fun little randomness. Some sort of priest, wizard. But I want it to be fantasy, right? But it's starting to bridge into sci-fi. But I think I can get away with it by adding some more kind of fantasy elements to it. But we'll see. I don't mind. Either way, it's just for exploration. But yeah, the yesterday's flash flood, crazy. I snapped a photo of it. Let's try to show it on my phone. It wasn't as flooded as it was at maximum, but it was really, everything was swimming. Hilarious. Oh, thanks, Lazarus. It's as you know probably because you're watching the YouTube videos. It's just warm up, you know. I deliberately go into them cold, as in I don't try to think of anything beforehand, so that when I sit down and start painting, it's completely random, right? I like that challenge of going in cold, so that the warm up is an actual warm up, and that it's like watching TV. I went to and had a couple of drinks with a friend of mine yesterday. Um, and we ended up touching the subject of my live streams, or these Twitch streams rather, and I told him that we kind of started talking about knowledge, right, and trusting in the skill set. So I told him, like, that's why I enjoy going into these warm-ups completely cold, is that I know that I can trust the skill set I have, so that I can just explore and not having to worry about technique, right? Like, how do I paint light, or how do I describe form? That becomes naturally. So for me, it's just a matter of like sitting in and watching TV almost. Like I'm watching my brain come up with these solutions. You know, where technique is not really a problem. Or well, one day it was a really bad day, and nothing would come out the way I wanted it. But you know, that comes with the territory. But it's fun to do. You know, when you reach, I remember many years ago when I reached that point where the technique wasn't a problem, and that I just enjoyed creating. I've had many of those occasions, you know, where you feel first you feel hindered by your lack of understanding of a subject or technique, but then you study it and you practice and you do the grind, and then all of a suddenly you just sit down and everything runs smoother, and you realize like that all that hard work is actually paying off. That that's a bit weird. Should he have eyes? It doesn't look too bad. Makes it look like a helmet more, which is good, because I wanted to kind of sit in fantasy a bit. But did that make it look weird? Maybe. I kind of like that there is a face there. Hey, Svensson. Welcome. You're new too. I don't recognize that name. Välkommen, välkommen. You seem Norwegian. With that Norwegian. Oh. Or just makes it look, does it make it look sci-fi? Ah, whatever. But it is what it is. I'll remove them. Makes it more mysterious. Let's go with that. What time is it? 13 minutes left. Mario shroom. It's a little bit, yeah. I might want to remove those sides, but I don't know. I'm not gonna sit there and fiddle more with that helmet. Enough is enough. Move on. It's Örjan. Finally, someone knowing, spotting your magnificent ancestry. Hey, welcome, Neo Sonics. Welcome. I don't recognize your name either. I haven't updated my ArtStation for forever. Mostly just from my personal project. But anything beyond that, it's just I haven't. But could it be because I haven't done any real portfolio worthy stuff in a long time? I mean, I do these streams, but they're not portfolio, Thanks. Yeah, it is. It's looking quite interesting. I have to agree. It's a bit randomly created, but I kind of want to give it a little bit more structure, right? So it comes off like a little bit more man-made. I think would be good. But yeah, I don't want to fiddle with it too much, right? Because it's only 30 minutes. I'm thinking some stuff like that, possibly. Or is that too much? I don't know, maybe one more. Or is it too much? Um, decisions. I think I'll keep them. Yeah, I have my sketch blog. Yeah, that's why I made it, because I felt like because of the my work, I don't I can't show a lot. So, and I really missed sketching. So we set this setup up where the studio has a studio-wide warm-up session, and I thought, perfect time to just have some fun and sketching, and yeah, yeah, the cloth helps definitely. I want to kind of shape it better. Um, but yeah, it definitely helps. Let's darken that part of it. I feel like I'm just messing up about too much now. At the beginning, it was a better, clear direction, or process rather. Now I feel like I'm repainting and not moving forward. So I'll try to remedy that. Um, Neosonics. I won't click any links um, while I'm live. Um, Mostly because I don't have time to look at it. I only have 30 minutes to sit and paint something. So I'd rather spend the time drawing or painting rather than looking at your portfolio. But thanks though. Um, Good luck with that. Keep working. I hope you understand that I don't have time to look at it. That's good. That's the best mindset, right? To never give up, don't stagnate, keep pushing forward, and that's how you improve, right? Um, that's how I do things, right? I'm self-taught. You know, I wanted to learn this stuff, so I just sat down and killed it. Luckily, I was able to have some spare time and a couple of years of crazy hard work, and then things started moving forward. So it's all about practice, and not giving up and grinding, because it's a never-ending process of learning art, and you should always try to challenge yourself to improve. What I'm saying in the background music sounds like some sort of epic speech moment in some movie. I just had to stop. Felt like some super awkward. Like I need to stand on top of a car and like Independence Day style, hold a have a crowd of Americans going, yeah. Just went all a little bit too weird for my mind. super weird moment in my head. Very cringy. Five minutes left. All right, all right, all right. I'm in a pretty good place here at the moment for 5 minutes left, I think. I think I spent a little bit too much repainting, second guessing, um, but it's not too bad, not too bad. Now I'm not necessarily super keen on the silhouette, so let's shape it a little bit. And that hand is, and that hand. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Svensson. Grinding it and consistency is super important, because otherwise you easily don't see the whole picture, as in you're not forcing yourself, and when you're not forcing yourself, you're not applying everything. Neosonics, I'm a lead artist at outsourcing studio, and I have a personal project I work on at night. It's a movie idea we're trying to realize. Diesel punk kind of horror movie. And this, what I'm doing now, is completely and not related to any client. It's just warm up, free sketching. Just tone it down a bit. I think some belts, possibly. 1 minute left. Okay. Some buckles. Yeah, would do. That's needed to ground it in the fantasy a little bit more. Let's put that shadow in there as well. Let's overlay, perhaps. Okay, some some more mood. Oh, cool. I worked for Applebot for quite some time. Um, but never for Magic. That's a client that I'd love to tackle. One day. Hey, Arpage. Yeah, you're late. Um, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Um, whoa. Time is up. I need to get back to work. Warm up is finished. Okay, that's it. All right, everyone. Thank you all for coming. This is the end result. Some weird wizard. And sorry for the cringy top of a roof car speech. Anyways, hopefully see you guys tomorrow, and good luck with today.